guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film something a little bit fancy. My birthday's coming up, Christmas is coming up. Even though we can't go out like we probably would have during the festive season, sometimes it's still nice to make yourself feel nice, you know, do your makeup, get ready for the festive season. Lots of people are still having Zoom meetings with friends and family, you know, quiz nights, and people are still making an effort. We have just gone into another 4-week lockdown here in the UK, which is a pain. So I'm still going to create some lovely makeup looks to cheer you guys up, and hopefully you'll still find them beneficial. Today's look is going to be using the new Naughty palette by Huda Beauty. So we've got some marbled mattes, we've also got some metallic marbles. This one here is a pearl gloss hybrid. This will give a glossy finish on top of your finished makeup look. So I'm excited to use it. I don't often use a primer. Today I'm going to use this Pure Canvas Primer by Mercier. This one contains vitamin E and vitamin C. It has an SPF of 30. It protects against UVA and UVB. It also has no silicone in it. I'm going to pop this on with my fingers, but you can use a brush. This one is more fluid, so that's quite nice. Sometimes the really kind of like silicone-y feel ones I find with oily skin, they don't always look that great later on. So I'm just going to pat that into the skin. This one really is extremely weightless. It's so nice. Doesn't have any fragrance. Thumbs up. Doesn't smell horrible either. Another thumbs up. I recently received the Ciate London Miss Piggy collection. I don't know if you've seen it yet. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd have seen it because I shared it over there. But look how cute this beauty blender is. It's got the little pig nostrils on the bottom. Look how cute she looks flocked and everything. In the collection, they have an eyeshadow palette. They've got really nice cream blush highlighters. Beautiful. The foundation I'm going to use today is the Luminous Silk by Armani. I love that this is kind of like a medium coverage. It gives you the coverage that you need. It is like silk on the skin. It's kind of the most natural luminosity. And then you can powder down the center if you need to, and you can also add a fuller coverage with a concealer. So this for me is like the ultimate foundation. So I'm just going to put a pump of this on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dot that all over. The shade I'm using is 6.5. This is such a popular foundation with both makeup artists and just makeup lovers. I'm going to do most of the blending with a Duo Fibre brush, and then I'm going to pat over that with my sponge to give it more of an airbrushed finish. Because this is quite a fluid foundation, the sponge will just absorb it all, whereas a brush will kind of blend it in, and then you can just pat over the remainder with this so it won't absorb too much. So let's do that first. So shall I just give you a little update on my wedding, since I don't really talk about it too often. We were due to get married in April next year, then we brought it forward to September, and then obviously September got cancelled. So now we're back to April. So it's not too sad because that was the original date that I wanted. I like the idea of a spring wedding. I think that's, you know, new beginnings. You've got the summer to look forward to. It's kind of one of my favourite times of year. We're keeping it really, really intimate. Shouldn't be any issues, but we're not getting married in the UK, so it really does depend on, you know, quarantine situations abroad, flights, because at the minute we can't fly there. So it is really all what ifs and buts at the moment, which is a little bit of a shame because, you know, it makes you feel like you've got nothing to look forward to. I want to be all excited about it again, but I can't be at the minute. So before I blend over that with my sponge, I'm going to do my concealer. I know I use this a lot, but it really is a good one. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. The shade I've got is Nude, and I'm going to use this to lighten the face. It adds more coverage in the areas that I want it. It brings forward the areas of my face that I need to, which is kind of the central high planes of the face. And then it also makes the foundation match the rest of the skin, because once you put that foundation all over, you can see that it's just a little bit darker than the rest of me at the moment. So we just want to lift the face. So I'm doing a little V shape under here, and I'm not going to take it right up under the eyes because I don't want it to be too kind of crepey under there. It will go up there, but not the majority of it. Put a little bit here. I always get a bit of red down this bit where my smile lines are. We're going to lighten the centre of the face, so we want to pop a little bit down the centre of the nose for that reason. And then obviously the forehead. And then again, I'm going to blend that in with my Duo Fibre brush. You can use a buffing brush, you can do whatever you want, whatever your preference is. So in February, I've got my dress fit in. It pretty much fits perfectly. It just needs a tiny tweak, just to be pulled in a little bit. I'm really, really excited. It's hanging up next door. in my other room, and at first I couldn't stop staring at the bag. I wouldn't get it out or look at it because I don't want to kind of the novelty to wear off, because it's been a little while since I purchased it. I do have it and I'm very excited. I'm actually on a Facebook page for similar brides. It'll all make sense when you follow my vlog. I don't want to give too much away. Lots of them that are obviously in the same situation have all started changing their dresses. I love, 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 love my dress. I can't wait. Super excited. I keep showing Tommy photos of different dresses saying, what do you think of this one? What do you think of that one? Try and get an idea of what he likes. He doesn't like playing that game though, because he's worried that I'm going to show him something similar to my dress and he's going to go, oh no, and that I'll be upset. I won't be, because I'm sure he's going to like it. Moving on to eyebrows, I'm using my Urban Decay brow blade in the shade Cool Cookie, and I have a full in-depth tutorial which I will link on screen for you now if you want to see how to use that. It was a different shade at the time because they only brought out a number of shades to begin with, which were all pretty warm. Cool Cookie is a newer shade. It's been out a few months now and I am loving it. So if you are interested in trying this product for yourself, check out my tutorial and I will also link the brow blade in the description bar. Next I'm taking the NARS Smudgeproof Tinted Eyeshadow Base. I'm using the shade Medium and this is going to neutralise the eyelid and prime it ready for eyeshadow. It also doubles as a really good concealer. Because it is an eyeshadow base, it really doesn't go anywhere and it's really good coverage. So if you are looking for something different with a bit more staying power, definitely give this a whirl, but it wouldn't be as ideal as a concealer if you have drier skin. So moving on to eyeshadow, as I said, I'm going to use the Naughty palette by Huda Beauty. This is gorgeous. The first shade I'm taking is called Hypnotic and I'm going to be applying that using the brushes that also come with the palette. Hypnotic is a very warm toned light coral in a matte finish, and I'm using the biggest blending brush to buff that on through the socket up to the brow bone, also on the inner corner towards the front of the eyebrow, and I'm also pulling it out on the outer edge to give this whole area a nice wash of colour. Next I'm going into the shade Rough, which is a warm toned light brown, but it's very, very pigmented. Much warmer than I anticipated. I did think this would be ever so slightly cooler, or shall I say a tiny bit more brown than pink. As you can see, I'm also taking that underneath the lower eyelashes. The brush I'm using is like a triangular bullet brush, so the tip is quite pointed, which is great for going underneath the eyes because you can be a bit more precise and the outer edges do the blending for you. Going back into the palette, I'm taking another matte shade. This is the colour Naughty, which again is very warm toned. It's like a dark plummy shade, and I'm placing this one directly into the socket. Next I'm mixing the shade Spicy and Untamed. Spicy is a cool toned medium burgundy shade, and Untamed is also a cool toned medium dark burgundy. So I've mixed these two together on the slightly angled brush to work that through the socket to deepen that area. On my ring finger, I'm going into this shade called Tantric, which is a warm toned medium gold in a metallic finish, and I'm pressing that onto the eyelid, and as you can see the pigment payoff is incredible. Then I'm dipping my finger into the shade Please Me, which again is a warm toned light brown metallic finish, and as you can see this one is really beautiful. It does have a very soft pinky undertone, much like most of the eyeshadows in this palette, and this one is going on the outer third and the middle of the lid. Going back to the shade Spicy and a small brush, I'm working that close to the root of the lower eyelashes and buffing that down into the shade we've already got under our lower lid. Then take the flat shader brush and buff that into the shade that we've already applied so it's a little bit softer. This part is obviously optional. I like to apply a little highlight in the centre of the lid. I find it really does make the eyes look a bit brighter. I've dipped a small detailer brush into Flower Power, but just into the bright section, and I'm applying this on the inner corners of the eyes. Eyeliner is again always optional depending on your eye shape. My favourite to use is the Bobbi Brown Sepia Ink Longwear Gel Eyeliner. This is going along the waterline, but I'm also going to blink on it to tightline the eye. Then I'm going to decant a small amount of that eyeliner and mix it with a little bit of Inglot Duraline. This is going to make it waterproof, but it's also going to make it a tiny bit more fluid, which makes creating a winged liner that much easier. So if you do have hooded lids, but you can still wear eyeliner, but you find it transfers a little bit on the outer edge, then try this product because it's really great at preventing smudging and transferring. You can also mix Duraline with eyeshadows to make them into an eyeliner. Here I'm just smudging over a little bit of Spicy to softly blend out the appearance of the eyeliner. This also helps to elongate the shape of the eye. So I'm going to give my lashes a quick curl using the Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curler. Then I'm going to apply one coat of mascara. I'm using the Marc Jacobs at Lash'd mascara. Once that's dried, I'm going to apply these false lashes by Kiss. These Falscara lashes go underneath your natural lashes. I'm applying a bonding product to my lashes. Now ordinarily you would apply this to your natural lashes with no mascara on, but as I don't plan to wear these all day long, I find if you apply it to mascara, it's easier to get the glue off your natural lashes. So you take one of the little clusters and you slide that underneath your natural lashes, and as you'll see, it'll instantly adhere to the bonder that you've applied. The bonder comes with the kit that you can buy. Then you can just go in with the little tweezers that come with it and pinch them to your natural lashes. There are a variation of different lashes available. These ones are the volumizing wispies, but you can also buy lengthening and lifting lashes, so you can choose what suits your eye shape. As I said, you can buy a starter kit and you can also buy a remover, which I would recommend, because otherwise if you don't apply mascara first, the glue is a little bit of a pain to remove off of your natural lashes. If you do try it without the remover, just use an oil-based cleanser to remove the glue. As you can see here, I have given these lashes a little pinch with my lash curlers, and now I'm applying some mascara. Obviously this isn't necessary, but I do like my eyelashes to stand up a little bit more. I find these to be a little bit too straight for my eye shape. Lastly, I'm popping some mascara on my lower eyelashes. Next I'm taking the Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade Medium. This is what it looks like. I'm going to dab the excess off onto the back of my hand. Then I'm going to use that just to very softly sculpt the face. These are really pigmented, so you do only need a small amount. Definitely tap it off on the back of your hand before just going for it. Otherwise you'll find that you might struggle to blend it out. Use what's left on the bristles just to softly run that underneath where you've applied your concealer under your eyes, because that can be quite bright. And although we want a little bit of lift, we do want it to be more seamless between the contour and the rest of the face. So you only want to tap on a very light amount to take down the brightness. This is the Zoeva Petite Face Finish Brush. The synthetic bristles work with creams, so you can use anything that kind of works. If this had been a lot bigger, it wouldn't work in this area because it'd be too big. But because it is slightly tapered, you can use the tip of it just to taper the contour down, and then use what's left on the bristles again to pat that under the eyes. Also taking that around the hairline. I'm going to keep the face quite glowy, so I'm going to use this Nude Sticks Nudies Bloom in the shade Sweet Peach Peony. And this is really glowy. As you can see, it's a cream, so it does get a little bit messy. So beautiful. If you follow me for a while, then you'll be so familiar with it because I use it a lot. If you've never tried Nude Sticks before, I do have a 20% discount code, so it is so worth trying. I promise you, it will change your makeup game. Everything they do is really good for your skin. Nothing's going to clog your pores. Everything's non-comedogenic. Nothing's fragranced. It's really good, cruelty-free, vegan. And they do these in a matte as well as dewy. And don't be afraid of dewy if you are oily, because you can put it in the areas that you want the shine. They stay put all day. Normally things that are kind of slippy tend to wear off, but these have got immense staying power. So I'm really impressed. So you can use my discount on the Nude Sticks website, but they also ship to the UK and pretty much worldwide. I'm going to take some of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. This one is in my Glowing Skin Pretty palette, but they don't do this anymore. It's been discontinued. However, all of these products are available either as duos or individuals, but this is the Airbrush Flawless Powder. So I'm just going to use that through the centre of the face to set anywhere that I don't want any shine. So I'm not taking this up under the eyes, just on the areas where it naturally sinks. The lovely thing about using the Nude Sticks Nudies Bloom is because they do have that kind of glowy finish, you don't have to apply a highlighter. Obviously, if you love highlighter, you can do so. I'm not going to, because we do have a beautiful shine from the blush. On my lips, I'm using this Becca Cosmetics Lip Icing Glow Gloss. I'm not sure if this is still available, but they do this every year in holiday collections. This one was with Chrissy Teigen. So I like this one because it's got a little bit of a similar tone, like a pinky peach tone on the cheeks. I'm very simple when it comes to lips. I know some people are really big on lips. I think Lips are like Marmite. You either love it and you wear colour all the time, or you avoid it and only wear like balms and nudes, because that's me. On the odd occasion I will pop on a colour, but it is quite rare. And that completes today's makeup look. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I really do love the palette by Huda. I don't know if it's different enough. This is kind of like a first impressions because I hadn't used the palette before. And I did find with her nudes palette and a couple of others that come out after that, they do kind of err on the warm side, very pinky. For those of you that want to know what this shade is like, because it's clear with the little balls of metallic-y shimmer. This is a hybrid pearl gloss. So the idea is that you would use this as more of a finisher. I'll show you what it's like. So I don't know if you can see on my ring finger, it's a bit of a pinky gloss. So this would sort of work well if you wanted a bit of a wet look finish to your makeup on top of maybe your eyeshadow. As always, I will list and link all the products I've used in the description bar below. Don't forget to follow me outside of YouTube if you want to see more of the products I receive over there. You can request it to be in tutorials over here on YouTube. That is at Show Me Makeup is where I'm most active, which is Instagram. Please subscribe to my channel if you are new. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you next week for a new tutorial. Bye!